Hi, I'm Laura and I'm back with my top problem solvers. These are my go-to products that I use over and over again. Let's start with my hair. For my hair to get these beachy waves, I use 3 products. I take a shower, squeeze out all the excess water, and I go in with a curl stimulator and a smoothing lotion and then some shine serum. Now, the curl stimulator I use, this is amazing. It's Uncle Funky's daughter, Curly Magic. It actually is a stimulator. I get so much more curl than I do with other gels. So I put some of this in the palm of my hand and I include a little squirt of this, the smoothing lotion from Moroccan oil. This gets rid of the frizziness and makes my hair smooth. I also love to use this when I do my hair straight. I always use this whether I'm doing curly or straight. So I put those together, rub it in my hands, and I squeeze my wet hair for a good 5 minutes and the curl just starts. And then I either let it air dry or diffuse it. So those are the products that I use for my hair oil. I do use the Olaplex oil for that. But so many of you have asked me about what I do to keep my hair curly, and my hair will stay like this for days. So it's so worth it to me. Even though these cost a little bit more, I use so little product, and since I only wash my hair once or twice a week, these products with all this will just last me for months and months. My go-to foundation for months has been the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. I like a dewy look, a more natural look on my skin. I find this lasts on my skin. I really have combination skin. I've suffered with some dryness due to my recent rosacea and medication that I'm on, but normally my skin is combination to oily. I get very oily in the T-zone, and this still holds up for a full day. So I really love it when I put it on, whether it's day or night. I know it's going to make my skin look fresh and plump and more youthful than other foundations. I have found a fabulous problem solver for me because it solves 2 problems. I was having such a hard time keeping eyeshadow on my lids because my lids still are very oily. Also, I felt very dull looking. So I've been using this for quite a while now and love it. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Brightener. So I go right on my lids. Sometimes I just put the Brightener on and some mascara and go out like that because my lids look so much better with the Brightener. I also love to use it as a highlighter on my face. I go on the cheekbone, down the nose, the Cupid's bow. This is just a great product. And the other thing I like about it is it doesn't settle into my fine lines. So many concealers just really make us look so much older. What I try to do is stay away from the direct under eye area. I use it, I have very deep set eyes and I get dark in here, so I use it in there to brighten that area. And also my eyes tend to be deep set in the outer portion, so I use it there. And it really just lifts and brightens this whole area. Matte shadows look beautiful on mature women. I have fallen in love with matte shadows, but they're really hard to find at the drugstore. There's pretty much sparkle in everything. Well, this palette from Milani, their Most Loved Mattes, solved that problem for me. I didn't have to buy an expensive palette, and since they seem to be phasing this out, the price on it now is amazing. You can get it for around $10 now. They're just great, and these blend beautifully. This has solved a problem for me because as I'm aging, I'm noticing the skin on my eyelid is a little looser, a little crepier. I have to sort of stretch my eye sometimes to blend the shadows better. So I'm so happy I have this palette from the drugstore that can give me a beautiful look and not be aging on my eyes. One problem I have with putting a shimmer shadow in the center of the eye is sometimes it just makes my eye look crepey, but Creme doesn't seem to do that. I found these Revlon ColorStay to be perfect, and this is in the shade Brûlée. I love it because I can just rub it right on my finger and press it into the eye, and it almost becomes one with the skin. I do like to take my brush and blend whatever powder shadows I have around that area into the cream, but I find that this is so much more long-lasting. That's another problem that it solves because with my oily lids, these shimmer shadows sometimes seem to disappear as the day goes on or blend into the other shadows, where this ColorStay stays right in place. Since I have oily lids, I tend to also have a problem with the eyeliner sort of migrating down underneath the eye, and I always find myself when I go into the bathroom going like this and sort of cleaning that area. Well, this has been just my go-to that I can rely on, is this LA Girl Ultimate Eyeliner. It's intense. It stays on. I remember when I first got it and I tested it on my hand, and I went around all day with this line on my hand, and I kept rubbing it and just lasted. And I couldn't believe how great it stayed for such an inexpensive price. So I went back. I got others. I bought my daughter some liners too. Now this one I like because it's called Lasting Brown, and it's just a nice deep brown. I find that one problem I saw with my eyes, when I look back at some videos from about a year ago, I just was using this black liner, and it was making my eyes just look even more deep set and look older. So as I watched myself on camera, I was like, oh my gosh, I really need to lighten the liner. It would be so much more youthful. So I got away from black liner and went to the brown. But this is a great liner. I love the way also, sometimes things are harder for us to grip, especially if any of us with arthritis or anything in our hands. This has a little gripper like kids use on a pencil to be able to hold on to it. So this is very easy to work with, and I just think it is a great little problem solver. I have such a hard time doing my brows. I find with pencils sometimes they look too fake, yet I don't have a lot of brow hair. But I'm in love with this product from e.l.f. It's their new Wow Brow. Many of the brow products that I've tried have not been the right shade. They're either too dark or too light, or it looks fake in my brow hair. This brand has, e.l.f. has it in Taupe, and Taupe seems to really work for my light brown brows is really what I have. Now, what I find is so helpful is that I go the wrong way when I'm applying it. So I will go this way and let it dry a little bit, then go the other way. And I go back and forth maybe 3 or 4 times and let them dry, and the product builds up on the brows and actually makes them look much thicker. And doing this and applying it this way, I have been able to just use this one product instead of pencil and the brow product. And I think it looks more natural. I especially like wearing it during the day like this because I don't want my brows to look so harsh in daylight. A stronger brow is a little better in the evening if you're going out, but I don't want these Instagram brows during the day. I like a more natural look. So this product has been a big problem solver, and I think my brows look so much more natural, and it makes the overall eye look well put together. Since I was diagnosed with rosacea back in October, my skin has calmed down, which I'm really thankful for, but I still get 1 or 2 red spots that pop up. And I've just gotten really used to that. And the way I deal with that problem is to just cover it with concealer. I will go back with my foundation and dab a little extra bit, but like right now, I have one here that just popped up yesterday. So what I find is I do like to use a concealer now, and I've been trying out this new one from Neutrogena. This is their Radiant Cream Concealer, and I really love it. Now, it's got peptides in it and antioxidants. I'm happy about that. I'm not relying on that to improve this area, but it's nice to use in other areas too, around the eyes, like the way I use the Brightener. I prefer the Brightener because I love that shade to lighten the area up, especially with deep set eyes. But still, I'm really happy with this Neutrogena, and it works for covering my red spots. One of my favorite products I've ever used in my life is this product from Sigma. It's called Lose the Halo Lip Concealer. I have never liked the color of my lips. They're almost like a deep mauve. And that sounds pretty when you hear it, but they look very purpley. They don't look like the rosy, pretty red lips. So the problem is with that is when you go to use a lipstick you see on someone else, and I would buy it and try it on myself, it would look totally different. And it wouldn't look the way I wanted it to or expected it to. Well, once I started using this product, because it's like a foundation and it masks out the color of your lips, it also gives my lipstick much more longevity than I have without it. Once I put that on, then the true color of the lipstick comes out. This was like a whole new world to me. Every lipstick in my collection I wanted to retry because it was almost like getting a new lipstick. So it's been a big problem solver for me because I feel like I can get the true lip color I want, and I can make my lipstick last longer. As I'm getting older, when I use powder blush, many of them just sort of sit on the face, and I find they get into my fine lines and they don't look that great. So I have fallen in love with cream blush. There's so many out there, and many of them are expensive, but I found one that I like that's so inexpensive, and it's from Wet n Wild, from their Megaglo collection. This is called Peach Bums. I love peach on my skin because as a person with rosacea, I have enough red. I don't really want pink cheeks. My own natural color comes through pretty pink, so I tend to buy peach shades. With this, I don't even need a brush. I can simply take my fingers and just pat it and push it into the skin, and it becomes one with my skin. This cream blush just sort of melts into your skin, gives a beautiful luminosity to the skin, and is not aging at all. Thank you so much for all of your thumbs up, for subscribing to my channel, and also for your support of my Amazon store. You all are keeping my channel going, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. To show you my appreciation, I want to give away a Most Loved Mattes today. If you just leave me a comment of something you're thinking of from the video that you enjoyed that you'd like to purchase, or even a product you'd like me to try out. Now, in the first pinned comment below the video, you'll see the winners of last week's giveaway. I was giving away 2 of the lip masks. So I'm so excited to do that. Beauty Hack sent those, and I want to thank them for donating those to my channel to give away. I hope you all have a fantastic week.